The next station I'm going to teach you about is called the Marketplace, and it is in the other room. The player in the Marketplace is responsible for spending your team's assets to buy additional orders or to buy advancements which level up the teammates on your team, giving them cool powers and making it more difficult for them to die when they are under attack. Whenever you're in the Marketplace and you want to buy a card, simply spend those assets to the spent assets board and take the card that you want. Reveal a new card to replace it. If you don't like the options that are there, you can spend an asset to bury that card and bring up a fresh card to replace it. Your team will also have some additional bonus actions which are free based off of your team's power. The other thing you can do in the Marketplace for free is take the stock action. You can only take the stock action once per round, but it puts an item into your team's warehouse. When you take the stock action, find an item whose cost is up to your team's power and put it into your warehouse. Therefore, the higher your team's power, the better the cards that you can put in your warehouse. When a card is in your warehouse, it means you can purchase that card at any time for its cost. Therefore, you don't have to worry about it getting buried or purchased by another team. The final station is called the Council, and this is where players get to vote on big, game-shaking events that can make or break a team's strategy. Your Council player will have 3 event cards, and at any time they can propose one of those events by playing it out face up, and they get to draw a fresh event card so that their hand size remains at 3. Once half the players who are in the Council have read the events and wish to vote, the Council can call loudly for a vote to happen, ensuring that players who are still in the neutral zone discussing things have time to enter into the Council place. Each player puts their hand up in the air. On the count of 3, they point for the event that they wish to happen, or leave their hand in the air if they don't like any of the events that were proposed. When pointing, point with a number of fingers equal to your team's power for that round. This is your team's voting power. Whichever event has the highest total voting power will go into play at the end of the round. If 2 events are tied, simply have a runoff election between those 2 events. If the voting power tally for fingers left in the air is the highest, discard all of the events that were proposed, and a random event will go into play off the top of the deck at the end of the round. Any of the events that did not get selected by the Council get discarded as well. The final thing your Marketplace and Council player are responsible for is purchasing your team's ambitions. These ambitions are the only things worth victory points at the end of the game. But don't worry, they get victory points in a bunch of different ways. You can get them by being terrible, terrible people who murder your way to the top, or being nice and trading and working together in the Council. If there is a path to victory or a play style that you wish for, you can find it in this ambition card deck. A team can have up to 3 ambitions at the end of the game. If you ever have more than 3, you must choose and bury additional ambitions until you're back down to 3. You must purchase ambition cards with ambition tokens, and these ambition tokens can be earned in a number of different ways throughout the game. In the Council, if the event you proposed is passed, congratulations, you've led the Council to making a resolution, and you have earned an ambition token for doing so. In the Marketplace, you can spend 6 assets to purchase an ambition token. Notice, this is one of the most expensive items in the game, so cherish them if you can get your hands on them. Additionally, a team with high enough power can stock them into their warehouse like any other item. Another way to earn ambition tokens is by murdering other teams' units. Whenever you successfully attack another team's units and put it in your team's graveyard, you have the chance to exhume an ambition token when hiding that body. There are other ways to earn ambition tokens through events, or perhaps your storyteller will reward them for specific actions you take, but those are the 3 main ways to earn ambition tokens in order to buy yourself ambition cards. The other thing you can do with ambition tokens is you can spend them to make the game go faster. do this, simply take the required number of ambition tokens it costs to buy off that turn and place it on the Daybreak's board. Once the Sun token hits either the Daybreak space or an ambition token, the game will end and all the teams score their ambitions. The team with the highest number of victory points wins. And if two teams are tied for victory points, the team with higher power breaks them. I hope this rules explanation has gotten you excited for Vampire the Masquerade Blood Feud. Thank you again so much for backing, and this game is going to be epic.